set up that opening goal, running at the Arsenal defence, very nearly found a way through. I see Steve Holland is here. I think the form of Marcus Rashford, whether he gets a place back in the England squad ahead of the World Cup, is certainly a talking point. Zinchenko carrying the ball to the edge of the Manchester United box. Couldn't find Martinelli. Dalot was able to get there for Manchester United. Comes back. But that's blocked out of play by Xhaka. It is a throw-in. Well, the early days for Erik ten Hag of this season were difficult, and that is an understatement. But things have very quickly improved, and I'm sure what he wanted to do.
And that's why, knowing this guy Anthony ten Hag, playing with him before, coaching him before Ajax, knowing full well that he's got the mentality and the ability to be put in, with 3 or 4 days training with Manchester United, to come in from the start today at that level and just slot right into the team. He looks like he's been playing for a couple of seasons with Dalot behind him at right back.
Arsenal breaking with Jesus though, through the middle, takes on two men, and then Martinez shoulder to shoulder with him was able to put in the challenge. That's gone down well as well with the home supporters. Odegaard turns 360 degrees, the fair head, Norwegian. Oh, lovely touch from Saka, back to Odegaard in the box, and then a flick from Odegaard, bounces off Martinez. Lovely from those two. Here's the cross to the back post. Xhaka with a header across the 6-yard line, bounces, and is cleared away, volleyed away by Christian Eriksen. And Manchester United thought they might have had a free kick for that challenge on Rashford, who has stayed down middle of his half. Bruno Fernandes tries a back heel in the middle of the field and has backfired. Rashford still down, but Arsenal play on. United won't like that. Martinelli carrying the ball to the edge of the penalty area on the stroll, but then plays the ball into Dalot, and it rebounds to Rashford, who, Lazarus-like, was back on his feet and was actually able to carry the ball forward. And then Bruno Fernandes is upended by Martinelli, and it's a free kick to Manchester United.
Enjoy Manchester United versus Arsenal live match today, 2022. Hope you enjoy the match. Thank you.
The goal was scored by Anthony on his debut. Izzy Christensen.
Just seems to be, one of these players so far. It might be premature to say this, but the way he's playing in this opening half, he's infecting others around him with positive energy, and he seems to be bringing the best out of Rashford, who's still, not quite there yet for me, but he's getting there. He's looking a little bit sharper. He's got 2 assists now in 2 games, but Anthony just seems to be growing into this game minute by minute. He's bringing in Fernandes into the game. He's holding off the ball, and then he's setting it and leaving it playable to go and get there. Management of him now, we'll see how he does, but I was just thinking earlier on in the game before Manchester United scored, I'd love to see Cristiano on the pitch, Cristiano Ronaldo, just because of Anthony and the crossing positions he's getting in. Just more of a threat in the box than Rashford, perhaps.
Pitches as well, but I would guess that he will have been looking on approvingly at what the 22-year-old has done so far. They've given him the number 21 shirt, Manchester United, which was Cavani's old shirt, and his scoring record at Ajax, 12 goals last season, 11 the season before. He's a winger, he's not an out-and-out goal scorer, but Cavani would have settled for that finish on his left foot.
Certainly would have been a finish at the highest level, the way he curved it around the body of Ramsdale. Unstoppable finish, really, really high level finish.
Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0. That's a challenge in the centre circle on Martinelli by... but put too much on that, and it ran through to Ramsdale, who was able to collect it, scoop it up, and give it out to William Saliba. So Anthony has scored the only goal. Our producer, Izzy, Gary Flintoff, who is an absolute mine of musical knowledge, has pointed us towards Billy Joel's Anthony's Song, which is better known as Moving Out. You know your Billy Joel. So there's a possibility, which is a little bit tenuous, but it's an option. Saliba passing it into the centre circle, and then for Xhaka, and Eriksen's onto the loose ball now for Manchester United, and his attempted pass forward was cut out by Lokonga. Eriksen went close early on for Manchester United. Arsenal coming forward. They thought they had the lead when Martinelli put the ball in the net, but VAR ruled it out for foul on the halfway line on Eriksen, and now Arsenal win a free kick over on the far side for a tug on Saka by Malacia. So it's out on the right wing, this free kick. In added time, in the first minute of added time. So set piece opportunity, Odegaard. Ready for him, so it has to be taken again over on the far side. So Odegaard will set himself, just leans over, spins the ball back, that sort of backspin movement on the ball. Arsenal take the free kick, Odegaard. Saka, he's not going to reach that. No, it's bounced all the way through, and it's a goal kick.
Arsenal haven't delivered it once. They've only delivered direct off a corner. But they just tried to dink reverse pass into the path of Saka. And it kind of tells me, roughly, that Arsenal think that there's weaknesses in Manchester United's defence of being switched on and focused on defending set pieces, that they can catch them off guard quickly, but got to execute the set piece, perfectly in order for it to come off, and he didn't on that occasion, Odegaard. And how often can we say that about Martin Odegaard, that he doesn't execute a pass right?
Izzy Christiansen with us on 5 Live and the World Service. Anthony's going to have a goal for goal from distance, and Aaron Ramsdale, it was a bit of a floater really from 35 yards, but Aaron Ramsdale was quickly back and able just to stretch up and knock it down from above his head.
Confidence indeed, cherry picking for Ramsdale, but wrong execution for a chip, because the backspin on the ball, a bit like a golf shot.
Yes, he didn't have the touch of Ivan Toney yesterday. Did you see that yesterday?
That was...
wasn't that a goal?
That was different level.
Wasn't it just? Here's Anthony, who's overhit this ball through. I don't know if he was going to go for goal again. He had Fernandes and Rashford, but he was near the halfway line this time.
Yeah, he was looking for Rashford, making that trademark run in between the two centre-backs, relying on his pace to get him there, but pass also needs to be perfect as well. But
I thought he might have been looking for a David Beckham. So we're in the third minute of added time. Mikel Arteta, his team, a goal down here after their perfect start to the season. The ball bounces up, Saka up near the shoulder, so not a handball. Saka back to Lokonga in the orange boots, square from him. And now Gabriel might have a go, does have a go, but shoots weakly straight into Varane, and then Odegaard's chip over the top has too much on it. What a newsworthy goal it is. Scored by Manchester United's newest man, the Brazilian Anthony, scoring in the 35th minute after a flowing Manchester United move involving Sancho and Rashford, who played the ball. Anthony in space, right side of the penalty area, just allowed it to come to him and clipped it in with his left foot beyond Aaron Ramsdale. And just as before kick-off here at Old Trafford, the TV camera, that roving TV camera, has its sights firmly set on Anthony, Izzy Christiansen.
Yeah, it's been a good half, high intensity at times, both teams, implementing ideas from the manager. You can see that straight away. You've got teams that are wanting to pin the back four back, play, build up possession, find the opening. They've got so many technical players out there on the pitch today. But yeah, that goal worthy, of Manchester United's lead without a doubt. I think Manchester United slightly edging that first half in terms of quality, but Arsenal with the better chances that won that Pelton Xhaka. And I think Saliba as well on the edge of the box off that corner. Arsenal probably a little bit frustrated that they haven't found the back of the net yet, but really even game, and really good half.
Yes, they might feel aggrieved, they probably will feel aggrieved that the Martinelli goal was ruled out, VAR judging that Eriksen was fouled on the halfway line, so that was ruled out. But Anthony's goal means it's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0 at half-time.
I have to say, Izzy, I've never been a fan of the criticism for over-celebrating. However, I'm not sure Anthony's got any celebrations left after that. We have the thumb in the mouth, we have the ball under the shirt, we have the kiss the badge. We were a somersault short of the full hat-trick.
We were, but maybe he's saving the triple black backflip for the second half, I'm not sure. But he was also doing...
Dear viewers, hope you enjoyed the matches. Manchester United versus Arsenal live match 2022. Enjoy the match. Thank you very much.
So to add that to the list of celebrations he's pulled out on his debut at Old Trafford, he does leave himself a little bit empty-handed for what he's got left.
I think 34 minutes might be a record for a badge kiss.
Means a lot to him to join Manchester United, obviously.
Well, understandably so, and he's got his first goal. John, let's talk a little bit about the goal that wasn't for Arsenal. We were talking before the game about the fact that the Premier League are going to have discussions with the PGMOL about the incidents at Stamford Bridge and St James's Park. Our understanding is that the PGMOL are going to cooperate with that fully, and they'll use the outcome as part of the weekly assessments of referee performances that they go through. What I thought was interesting is how quickly the referee was told to go and have a look for himself. Because ordinarily the delay implies you've made a mistake, but actually with no delay was he free and potentially to make his own decision.
Yeah, and also I felt that it was significant. That, I mean, there must have been, I think I said at the time, maybe 10, 15 replays of the tackle on the halfway line that seemed to us, seemed to me, as I was watching, that it was a clear foul, but they wanted to make sure they didn't get that one wrong in this match. And they didn't, they got it right.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you need to see more of in the second half from Arsenal, is he?
I think they need to defend a little bit better. I think what they've done well is they've got bodies behind the ball. They're pretty comfortable defending with 11. But I think they probably need to find a way, and I actually noticed it towards the end of that first half. Odegaard was jumping up with Jesus to get an extra player, pressing the back four of Manchester United because they were pretty comfortable playing in Arsenal's half. I think if Arsenal can get players higher up the pitch quicker, I think they can cause Manchester United problems on the transition. And I think just going back to that Martinelli goal, yes, it was a foul 100%, but the reason Arsenal are so aggrieved by it was because that is their game plan clearly, is to catch Manchester United on the break, on the transition, win the ball off a high press, and that's exactly what they did. They're just annoyed because the goal didn't stand, but it was clear foul. But that's clearly their game plan. They just need more of that. They need to get up to the ball a little bit quicker, and yeah, they need to finish their chances. They've had plenty.
Tell you one man who will have enjoyed what he's seen in the first half. John Murray was saying how hot it is up here at Old Trafford. Well, Anthony Martial was sitting about 4 seats to our left-hand side, T-shirt, full jacket, hat on, and hood up over his hat. So, fair play to him.
And you still managed to recognise him.
Well, you see, I don't have to commentate, so I can sort of peer around. We've been talking a lot about Brazilians. The Arsenal legend Edu is here as well, who, of course, is in a big power position, as there's a few Arsenal legends here today. David O'Leary as well, who's just disappeared down beneath us. So Arsenal trail Manchester United by a 1-0 from the debutant Anthony. Coming up shortly, we'll have more reaction to the 5-2 victory for Brighton over Leicester City in our other commentary game. So we will hear that after the latest news on 5 Live.
Listen on BBC Sounds. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
With the 5 Live News, I'm Matthew Bowen. 2 men have been arrested by police investigating the murder of 9-year-old Olivia Pratt-Cobell. Officers say they were detained in Runcorn in Cheshire in the early hours of this morning. The Conservative leadership frontrunner Liz Truss has promised to offer immediate help to households struggling with energy bills if she becomes Prime Minister this week. She says she'll announce her plans within a week of entering Downing Street, but wouldn't give any details at this stage. A survey by the teaching union, the NASUWT, says that more than half of teachers have given food or clothing to their pupils as families struggle to cope with rising bills. Around a third of the staff questioned said they'd helped families get access to a food bank. And a 13-year-old boy who died at a beach race meeting in County Kerry has been named as Jack de Bromhead, the son of the horse trainer Henry de Bromhead. It's understood he fell from his mount while participating in the race at Glenby yesterday.
More live Premier League football than anyone else.
Five Live's Premier League Sunday
with Steve Crossman.
And we are live from Old Trafford, where Manchester United lead Arsenal at half-time by an Anthony goal to nil, the Brazilian scoring on his debut. Earlier today, Brighton moved into the top four with a big 5-2 victory over Leicester City. Alexis McAllister, particularly effective in that game, scoring a couple of goals. One, an absolute beauty in stoppage time. Let's get some reaction from the Brighton manager then. Graham Potter here with George Cummins.
Graham, aside from the first minute, how good was your team today?
Yeah, fantastic. Really proud of the players. Amazing performance, and 3 points is always welcome in the Premier League. Great response from a disappointment in the midweek. Great response from, like I said, a start that can happen because the opponent has got some quality as well. So overall, though, the boys played a really good game.
Alexis McAllister just said to me that it was an amazing team performance. It seems like the confidence is flowing. Where does that come from?
Well, I'd say the players deserve the credit. They work really hard every day. They want to try and improve. They're a humble, respectful group that want to fight for each other and have got ambition as well. So they don't get ahead of themselves. They're honest. Like I said, on Tuesday we weren't quite at the level that we can be, so we were self-critical, which can help. And I think the response today from the guys was incredible, and they deserved the win. They deserved the 5 goals. I think they deserve the atmosphere that was there in the ground.
You talk about the atmosphere. You called on the fans. They're really buying into what you're building here, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think we've had a period of time where our performances have been strong, but hasn't necessarily reflected in results. And I think sometimes in football that's hard to understand. But we've been trying to keep moving forward, and the last few weeks or months the performances have been good again, and the results have matched that. It's the players working every day hard to try and improve and be consistent in how they act, and now we're having the bit of rewards. It's nice for the supporters because we've had some days here where it's been frustrating, and today was a nice one.
4 wins from 6 games for Brighton then this season, including of course here at Old Trafford. For Leicester City, kind of feels like it couldn't get much worse. 1 point from 6 games, rock bottom of the table. So is there questions over Brendan Rodgers' job? Here's what he told us on Premier League Sunday.
Listen, I just do my very best. I think that's what I've always tried to do when I come to here. That decision for any manager is always outside of the manager's choice. So today was a tough day for us in terms of results, but I'll keep working and keep fighting and keep putting the hours in until I'm told otherwise.
Or even are there questions over Brendan Rodgers' future? 08085 909 693, of course, will be the number to call for 606. I'm sure the lines will be open very shortly. We'll tell you when they are. That'll be to speak to Chris Sutton and Robbie Savage, as always. Afternoon, Robbie.
How are you, Steve?
I'm all right. I'm not too bad. I think George had to ask the question of Brendan Rodgers, didn't he? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I was with Brendan midweek when they played Manchester United, and he gave a very, insightful interview before the game. They're in a terrible position, 1 point bottom of the league. I still believe that Brendan Rodgers with a work ethic, because what can Leicester do now? They've got the same group of players. Will it be a situation where, the owners will think, they need a fresh voice, they need new guidance, and make a change, or will they stick with a man that's been so successful for them, who knows the players inside out, and will eventually, I believe, get these players to perform for him. I know he's, on the training ground, they work exceptionally hard, so it's a big decision, but I believe he's still the right man, to get Leicester out of this situation, because what can a new manager do? You talk about, the bounce back ability and new managers coming in and, gives the place a lift, but I honestly believe that Brendan Rodgers, is a fantastic manager, and going forward he's the right man to get him out of this situation.
The problem is, Robbie, isn't it, that in football, should a manager go is always a different question to will they go.
Of course it is, and listen, you look at the league table, you look at that 1 point, and look at the way they're defending, look at the way over the last couple of years, how many goals they can see from set pieces. I've seen on social media lots of people asking the question, why has Brendan Rodgers not rectified that situation on the training ground? The fair questions on 606 over the last couple of weeks, Steve, even last season, people saying that, fans, Brendan Rodgers' substitutions aren't great, and tactically he's not that great, but, they're Leicester fans, with emotion. I'm sure we'll get plenty of calls on that, but for me, I never like to see managers, losing their jobs. And for me, Brendan Rodgers is still the right man for Leicester.
08085 909 693. That is the number to call to speak to Chris and Robbie. There'll be loads to get into, I'm sure, not least the Leicester situation or the situation here at Old Trafford, potentially Anthony scoring on his debut, the Brazilian for Manchester United in the Championship today. Sheffield United have gone back to the top of the table thanks to a 2-0 victory over Hull City. Lucas João scored twice to maintain Reading's perfect home record. They beat Stoke 2-1, and Huddersfield, I think we have to say, miserable form continues. They've been beaten at home by Blackpool. 7:30 tonight, the Five Live tennis team will take over Sports Extra from the US Open for the end of Corentin Moutet against Casper Ruud before full match commentary of Zhang Shui. Was involved in a 4-hour match yesterday, and Norrie's one of those players now that by reaching the quarterfinals in New York, and were he to do so, there's a decent chance he might play Rafa Nadal at that stage. Russell, thank you very much. Commentary then of Zhang Shui and Coco Gauff from 7:30 tonight on 5. As were the Arsenal supporters up in that section. That's to our right, that little corner. If you've been to Old Trafford, you'll know exactly where the away fans are. Manchester United then with De Gea in goal, back four of Dalot, Varane, Martinez and Malacia, McTominay and Eriksen in the middle, Anthony on the right, the goal scorer, Sancho on the left, Bruno Fernandes in the middle behind Marcus Rashford, and Arsenal with Ramsdale in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko, Lokonga and Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli and Jesus. So the high foot centre field by Bruno Fernandes. Actually,
You know, Lakonga was leaning forward, but referee Tierney's given the free kick. And Izzy Christiansen is here in the commentary position at Old Trafford with us.
Yeah, with a bit of space between us, John, because I'm too small to see over the TV monitor that's placed in front of you. I thought we were going to keep that to ourselves. Oh, height difference between me and you. Yeah, it's sizable. Zinchenko now playing the ball from the left-hand side to Xhaka, whose low ball across the penalty area was easily cleared. And Arsenal actually end up playing it all the way back to Ramsdale. Such disappeared for the time being. Ramsdale, all in yellow, chips it out to the halfway line to Ben White. And White, Sancho is with him, so has to turn and give it back into his own half. So what do they need to do? Is it Manchester United with this 1-0 lead, Arsenal 1-0 down? I think both teams, it has been a little bit scrappy. There has been moments of quality in the game so far from both teams, but I think from a managerial perspective, Ten Hag and Arteta will both want their teams to dominate possession a little bit more. I think Manchester United are doing a good job. It looks like it's actually Eriksen sort of staying close to Martin Odegaard, knowing full well that he's the guy who pulls the strings for Arsenal. They can stop him playing, they do stop Arsenal, and that's what's happened so far in the first half.
Yes, he's not had quite the edge that he had against Fulham last weekend when I saw him. Arsenal coming forward though, ball played back towards the edge of the box. That's a lovely change of feet by Jesus around Fernandes into the penalty area. Lovely from Jesus, but in the end there were too many red shirts in there for him, and the ball ran away from him, and it's ended up out of play for a throw into Manchester United level the edge of your own box. But that was dazzling stuff from Jesus.
It was. He cut Fernandes, as we say in training, he sent him to the shop for one packet of eggs and then sent him again for some milk.
He did.
Twice. Got inside the 18-yard box of Manchester United and couldn't make anything of it. But I was just thinking at half-time about Anthony, and going back to his celebrations, because I know we spoke about that at half-time. Probably has the confidence to celebrate in the manner that he did, because he's not carried any of the weight that these Manchester United players have carried over recent seasons, and the criticism and that they've been getting, that they probably haven't felt like they can celebrate properly.
Great point. Jesus to Saka on the right-hand side. Saka in field, but United are there in numbers. And Malacia slides in, clear it away to Sancho, and Sancho now runs into a combination of Saka and Odegaard, and Arsenal have got it back. Xhaka, number 34, out to the left-hand side. Martinelli back in field. Yeah, I don't know if it is a factor with Odegaard, but whether that knock that he had, he's just not been. I mean, he was super sharp, as the modern parlance would have it, against Fulham last weekend. A number of his passes today has just not quite been on. Mind you, there were a couple of lovely exchanges with Saka. And here is Arsenal's number 7, Saka, on the right. Low ball into White. White cross to the back post. That's headed away by Varane. It comes out centrally to Lakonga. And then Lakonga uses Zinchenko. A little bit of a surprise that he was available. Suggestion was that he wouldn't be fit yet to return, Zinchenko, but he is. So Tierney on the bench. That's just the one Arsenal change as they go for 6 wins in a row at the start of the season, but they've got a lot to do from here. Eriksen. Towering 3-tier Alex Ferguson stand. Have a chance now to applaud their new hero. And he turns and he claps back to them in the stands as well. But I think you're right, is he? He's come in this week. So he'll have known, he'll have had a good idea what's going on at Manchester United, but he's not been here living it, and he's come in and he's clearly picked up where he left off at Ajax, and he's already scored a couple of goals for Ajax this season, incidentally.
Exactly that, John. He just doesn't carry the weight of expectation that these players have been carrying for a long time now. The likes of Rashford, Sancho for a short while, Martial. These players in the forward areas, such high expectations of them, but perhaps they've flattered to deceive a little bit so far. But yeah, Anthony just coming in and picking up, like you said, with his form that he started this season, and he's got every reason to celebrate in the manner which he did.
Izzy Christiansen, the Everton captain, England international, with us on 5 Live and the World Service here at now an overcast Old Trafford, with the home side leading through that goal 10 minutes before half-time from the 22-year-old Brazilian. Lakonga now plays the ball out towards the left-hand side. Martinelli's got some space there. He's running at Dalot now into the penalty area. Step overs from him as well. Martinelli takes it on, gets the cross, but Dalot managed to get something on it and block it. And United clear, and then Dalot slides in with Xhaka, and the two of them went to ground. And Xhaka, how very helpful. Goes behind Dalot and then lifts him up by his underarms. And Arsenal back in possession. And it goes back to the halfway line. The home supporters just now a little concerned, and it's the Arsenal fans you can hear to our right as they go back to goalkeeper Ramsdale. Incidentally, if they turn it around, Arsenal, this would be the first time since 1947 that Arsenal have won their first 6 league matches of a season when Tom Whittaker was the manager. Now, Mikel Arteta standing watching as Gabriel Jesus gets away on the right. Odegaard with a chance on the edge of the 6-yard box. What a chance as well. And he mishit it with his left foot and sent the ball actually almost at right angles. Oh, good turn from Saka. Shoots across goal but beyond the far post. Super work from Saka, who might have twisted his knee as he turned, because he stayed down. 2 chances there, Izzy, in the space of a few seconds for Arsenal.
Yeah, well, there shouldn't have been 2. There should have just been 1, John, because the first one should have been buried into the back of the net by Martin Odegaard, the Arsenal captain. Again, the pressure and the harassing from Gabriel Jesus in that number 9 role. He's bullied Martinez out of possession, and Jesus has just gone to the byline, cut it back into an absolute... It's reached Martinelli at the back stick, and then the second ball's landed to Saka, who's then had another opportunity. He's cut the whole Manchester United defence in half with his turn. It was a brilliant turn, and then he's just fired across the face of goal, and it's gone out for a goal kick, but should have been a goal there from Arsenal without a doubt. And just hope that Saka's okay, because he doesn't look he's been helped up by the physio now. He might be able to continue, but
yeah, I think he went over on his ankle. Look, his left ankle. He's being serenaded by the Arsenal fans in that corner. What a chance though for Odegaard in the middle. Again, that just underlines it just doesn't look quite right today, Odegaard.
Yeah, he doesn't, and so much of the play so far this season's come through him. He's been so sharp, he's been so precise, and I actually said it in the pre-match talk. I don't think he'd lose anything in a few days, given his knock on Wednesday night. He might not have trained too much, but I put my neck on the line and said, I don't think he would have lost his sharpness, and I'm not going to say he's lost it, but he's definitely not been as sharp today as he has been so far yet this season.
Bukayo Saka just steps away off the field. I think he's going to be okay. Big day for him tomorrow, is he? Bukayo Saka, 21 tomorrow. He'll get the key to the door. Here's Varane, who plays the ball downfield into the Arsenal left-back position, but they're able to tidy up. And Ramsdale now plays it long from the back, headed forward by White, taken down by Odegaard. Then White now drives on from the right-back position. Here is Saka. Saka infield, touched by Jesus. That was nice. Saka again to Martinelli, edge of the area. Martinelli looks for the run, the overlapping run of Saka, who did get there and crosses, and it lands on the crossbar and bounces over and behind for a goal kick. Lovely flowing move from Arsenal.
I was just going to say they found their flow now, Arsenal. That move all came through that guy, Martin Odegaard. Dink ball. It's actually come from Ramsdale, who's found the fullback so often today with that dink pass. Ben White's headed it into the path of Odegaard, who's taken a touch past Eriksen. He's just started off that counter-attack. Really good play by Arsenal. I think just off the back of that dink ball to the back post by Saka, Gabriel Jesus, with his level of commitment, is so high. He almost jumped higher than the frame of the goal in the way that he tried to attempt to get on the end of that cross. Such athleticism from Jesus.
Arsenal in possession. Made a decent start to the second half, but White's overhit that ball infield on his left foot from near the halfway line, and it just bounces through to David De Gea. So Manchester United on course for 4 wins in a row. That seemed unlikely 5 minutes ago, it seems, when they were playing at Liverpool here. Ball out of play for a throw-in. Malacia, the Arsenal fans felt it should have been theirs, but it's given Manchester United's way, halfway inside their own half. Now Martinez at the back was named as Manchester United's Player of the Month for August. Martinez, got an idea who might be their Player of the Month for September already. Here's Rashford chasing after the ball. Ramsdale, 3 years from the edge of his box. Varane with a header. This bounces for Ben White. Arsenal have it again inside their own half. Saliba across to his left to Gabriel. And now Gabriel walks forward and Cristiano Ronaldo steps forward. That is the buzz that you can hear. He's ready. He's running his fingers through his hair. There's just over half an hour to go, and the first substitution that Erik ten Hag will make in this game is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's standing with his arm on his shoulders, talking away together. He's got his hand outstretched. Instructions for the great man. Odegaard, Arsenal, to Xhaka. Now Martinelli, back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko looks up, two lines of red shirts in front of him. At the moment, Manchester United are defending this lead, but interesting move to bring Ronaldo now in this position. Saka thought he had his shirt pulled by Malacia. Down he goes. It's a free kick. Paul Tierney gives the free kick Arsenal's way. A few moments ago, the Arsenal fans were singing Paul Tierney, he's one of your own, after the incident in the first half. And here's the change, and that's it for Anthony. Almost an hour. Erik ten Hag says that's enough for your debut. You've had your big moment. You've shown everyone what you can do, and certainly he has. And off he trots. Anthony slaps hands with Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a little hug. Erik ten Hag stretches out his hand. There's a handshake, a pat on the back, and down he goes. So what do you make of his debut? Is he, Christian?
He's been superb. Nothing more expected of him. Nothing more he could have done really than open his Manchester United account. He's wooed the crowd. He's got them off their feet. He's flicked. He's tricked. He's also done his defensive work all round. Really good performance from him. Really solid 60 minutes.
So he's off. Ronaldo on. Free kick for Arsenal. Odegaard clips it in left-footed towards the back post. Might have gone for goal from there, but tried to cross it to the back post. United got it away. Xhaka now to the left-hand side. Arsenal still with 5 men inside the Manchester United penalty area. And over on the left flank, Saliba has won a throw-in 10 yards back from the corner flag. 1-0 Manchester United lead. 5 Live and the World Service here at Old Trafford. Throw-in to be taken. There's movement from Xhaka instead. It finds its way to Odegaard, who nods it on into the box, but Martinez was there to clear it away. Gabriel's underneath that, but Cristiano Ronaldo is there with it. The feeling was that might have been given as a foul, but it wasn't. And so Arsenal continue to bring it forward. White, Saka now on the right-hand side. White on the overlapping run. Saka tries to thread it between the two Manchester United players, but overhit it. White couldn't get there, even at full tilt, and it rolled over the white line for a goal kick, and Manchester United continue to lead 1-0.
Nearly a super ball by Saka. Really, he tried to thread it through the eye of a needle, but it would have worked if he'd have taken a little bit of the weight off the pass. Good defended by Manchester United in the end on this left-hand side.
1-0 to the home side, but United. Saka runs away. Bukayo Saka with the goal to level it on the day before his 21st birthday, and an uppercut to the Arsenal fans who are celebrating wildly up in the stands. It could have been Jesus. It was Saka, and it's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1.
Yeah, and you can see how much that means to them. I don't know if Saka was a little bit tongue-in-cheek running over to the Arsenal fans in exactly the same area that Anthony did in the first half, hand on his badge and kissing it. But no, I don't think so. I'm just being facetious there, but it was a super finish from Saka, and the ball just fell to him so nicely. But it's come from Odegaard, the through ball into Jesus, and Jesus with his endeavour and how aggressive he is, he just causes that issue inside the Manchester United box, and the ball just falls to Saka. Perfect left-time finish into the back of the net, into an empty net because De Gea had already been committed. A super goal from Arsenal. It's game on here.
Diogo Dalot actually did well coming across with Jesus, who had the initial opportunity, but when it fell to Saka, he swept it away beautifully with his left foot for his first goal of the season. So Arsenal will be thinking now that they might be able to keep this 100% winning record going and make it 6 wins out of 6. It would top the lot if they're able to do it from behind here at Old Trafford on this day. 1-1 the score now, and Arsenal have been in the ascendancy since half-time. That goal, the equaliser coming almost on the hour. Here is Saka again on the right-hand side. Such an important player. Oh, he's done so well. And he's given it to Xhaka in the box, but Varane is able to shield the ball as it runs through to De Gea.
Yeah, Arsenal are buoyed by that goal, that equaliser, and they just seem to be growing in confidence as the game progresses.
Ball forward finds Sancho in an offside position. The flag is up, so it's a free kick.
It's got to be better from Fernandes. He could see seconds before he passed it that Jadon Sancho had run offside. He just didn't need to play. United need to get a grip now because they could capitulate. Arsenal's momentum, their fans are building, the noise is increasing from their end.
Yes, Arsenal with the ball in front of their own penalty area. I mean, there's so much to talk about this weekend, and also this the news today that the Premier League and the PGMOL are going to work together after the VAR episodes this weekend. It's 0805 909 693 to talk to Robbie and Chris tonight on 5 Live. Here's Saka now, but Malacia gets there with a very good tackle halfway inside his own half. Ericsson, that's a lovely ball through to Rashford. Rashford's touch takes him wide. He's into the box now. Tried to cut back, and then Gabriel does well. Went with him, managed to get a touch of the ball, and then the offside flag has gone up eventually, and it is a free kick to Arsenal.
That's the luxury of having Ericsson in your team. Not many players can see passes like that. Really good through ball from the run of Rashford. Found him perfectly. He must have been, pretty close offside.
He's right up there, isn't he, Ericsson, with that sort of pass. I was watching Kevin De Bruyne last night. That partnership with Haaland, that must be putting the shivers down the spine of most Premier League sides. But Odegaard's another one. He put the ball through for the Arsenal goal here, the equaliser. That was eventually put into the net by Saka, and now Arsenal come forward again with Martinelli into the box, who wins a corner. Arsenal playing well in the second half, is he? Yeah, they are. They're just being a little bit more direct. They're not keeping the ball as long as they were in the first. They're being very direct. They're getting Martinelli and Saka, their best dribblers, running at players, committing defenders. Corner is taken by Martinelli. Takes it back to Zinchenko. He gives it back to Martinelli. Puts his foot on it. Here's the cross right-footed, but it was headed away by a leaping Martinez for Manchester United. And Lokonga under pressure from Ronaldo on the halfway line is able to stand up to that and pass it back to Ramsdale, who's almost on the halfway line, 10 yards short of it. High booming ball forward, headed away by Bruno Fernandes, and it's out for a throw to Arsenal. Although on the far side, that was disputed by the crowd in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand, and they were right. The assistant on the far side says yes, it's a Manchester United throw. So 606, book your call, 0805 909 693. You can talk to Robbie and Chris. You can read about today's events on the BBC Sport website and watch Match of the Day tonight, see the highlights. BBC One, but of course you can watch them anytime via the iPlayer, and then download the 5 Live Football Daily podcast from BBC Sounds, where most importantly you can listen to live radio, another way to listen to the good old radio. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. 25 minutes to go. Here is Odegaard. Back it goes to the halfway line. See the chances Arsenal have had in the second half. They could be in front now. Done well from behind. Mikel Arteta's side showing they've got a bit of character, a bit of steel, as well as the silk that has been much in evidence this season from Mikel Arteta's side. Jesus on the stretch, but that bounces away. And Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes playing it through the middle of Rashford. Rashford 1-on-1 with Ramsdale. Goal! Manchester United back in front on the counter-attack. And it's Marcus Rashford who makes it Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1. Absolutely superb from Manchester United. 1, 2, 3 passes and the ball's in the back of the net. And it all come from that man who we were just speaking about, John, Christian Eriksen. I've watched him receive the ball off the transition, and he's looked before he's passed the ball into the path of Bruno Fernandes round the corner the first time. Fernandes has done exactly the same. Looked, seen Rashford's run, passed it into the path of Rashford, who's just split open the Arsenal centre-backs. He's run straight through the middle of them, off the back shoulder of Saliba, and he's only got Ramsdale to beat 1-on-1, and he's fired it into the bottom left-hand corner, the right of the goalkeeper. There's such a sharp counter-attack from Manchester United. Super goal and a super finish from Marcus Rashford. Not unlike the previous goal that Rashford scored this season against Liverpool in the last home match at the Stretford end, same end. He very read that brilliantly past Allison, and this one likewise past Ramsdale.
Absolutely, it took take a slight deflection, but nonetheless, let's take nothing away from the finish and the pass sequence that happened before it. It was superb. Eriksen, honestly, any midfielder who's listening to this, watch Christian Eriksen's check of the shoulder before he received the pass. That is what makes this goal. He just carves Arsenal open whilst they're not ready for it. Rashford's run, that's what he does all of his career.
Well, that's changed the mood. I think they were concerned. The United supporters, Arsenal were on top, had made it 1-1, but now Arsenal again facing their first defeat of the season, the first match in which they'll have dropped points, and Manchester United back on course for 4 wins in a row. This is finally poised, but actually in the first half, Rashford in the second, Manchester United. Jadon Sancho was clearly the second half of the same place.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and McTominay's first touch was poor, and he's had to make that challenge and put himself into that situation to get a yellow.
Yeah, and that's already 4 yellow cards for McTominay this season now. Jesus shoots on the turn, across the face of goal. Well, I was going to say there, I'm not sure that particularly threatened David De Gea's goal, but seeing Jesus' reaction and Xhaka's reaction, who was behind him, perhaps that was not far away.
That's what I thought as well. De Gea looked so relaxed, but I'm thinking, yeah, just watching a replay, yeah, that was close. That was really close. It's gone across the face of the goal, but De Gea had us all convinced here that he was well under control of that. A few inches wide of the
That's Izzy Christiansen. This is 5 Live on the World Service from the BBC. Manchester United leading for the second time in the match by 2 goals to 1 now. Arsenal picked it back with that Bukayo Saka goal. But Marcus Rashford, his second of the season, scored against Liverpool here. Now he's scored against Arsenal. On the counter-attack, here's Bruno Fernandes trying to set free Ronaldo down the left-hand side. And Ronaldo stretches his legs on the left wing. And Ronaldo crosses beyond everyone. And the far post that bounces away through for a goal kick to Arsenal. I'm not sure flying left winger is Cristiano Ronaldo's role in life anymore.
No, I don't think it's in the job description, but he's going to have to do it. He didn't actually need to cross it that early. I felt like he could have cut back onto his right foot and perhaps driven inside and done that trademark we saw him do so often at Real Madrid, especially cutting inside from the left and firing across with his right. He definitely didn't need to cross it there.
2-1 Manchester United lead. Gabriel Jesus is picked up for a foul on Varane, so free kick to the home side, halfway inside their own half. Dalot gives Varane a low 5. McTominay likewise. That goal from Rashford, by the way, the first one that he scored against Arsenal since, remember, he scored 2 on his Premier League debut against Arsenal all those years ago. First goals in 14 appearances for Rashford against Arsenal. Statistical footnote. Triple change now for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, triple change. So Smith Rowe is coming on. That's it for Odegaard, as I say, wasn't out for this match. So the captain is off. Emil Smith Rowe comes on for his 4th appearance of the season, all as a substitute. Also leaving the field, Zinchenko, likewise just back from injury. So Eddie Nketiah runs onto the field. And also we're going to see Fabio Vieira come on, the Portuguese rising star, another 22-year-old rising star, one of the summer signings. £34 million Arsenal paid for him, and this is his Arsenal debut, his competitive debut for the club. So Lokonga is off for him. So a triple change, is he, for Arteta to try and turn this game around again?
Yeah, interesting, but good faith in the squad, and obviously perhaps a little bit induced by those injuries midweek to Zinchenko and Odegaard, but still really good faith in the squad, and everybody needs to feel and taste the action even when it's tough. Good for the season-long sort of marathon it is. But yeah, really good, and I think Odegaard's level dropped a little bit today. And you've got Smith Rowe knocking on the door in that role, in that number 10 role. He's really sharp and can create something as well, just as well.
Fabio Vieira has taken up a central role, sort of almost number 10-like, isn't it? Where he's playing, just through the middle. And Smith Rowe has gone out to the left-hand side, hasn't it? So Zinchenko's off now. So they're playing 3 central defenders now, aren't they? White and Saliba and Gabriel.
That's exactly it, with Saka and Martinelli as sort of wing-backs. Smith Rowe on that inside left position.
United played forward. Eriksen's in here, and Eriksen takes it on, and Eriksen squares it, and Rashford makes it 3-1. That's the 3rd goal Manchester United wanted in this match. That will surely condemn Arsenal to their first defeat of the season. And Rashford, his 2nd of the match. Eriksen unselfishly could have perhaps scored his first goal for Manchester United, but absolutely laid it on a plate for Rashford. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1.
So unselfish from Eriksen. He's just made that blind run from midfield. He's just holding his run back, and he's just made such a late run. He's played a deeper role all game, and then bang, he bursts into life into those forward areas. He's got half the pitch to dribble on his own, and he squares it to Rashford at exactly the right time before Ben White could get back in. So unselfish. He could have easily got himself there. Committed Ramsdale. Bang, 2nd goal for Rashford. What a finish. Oh, I can't really... And it's so intelligent that he's just made that forward run. Completely caught Arsenal off guard. And surely now that's...
Manchester United noise inside Old Trafford. Mikel Arteta put his hands on his head. not here. And Marcus Rashford on a hat-trick. And here he is, perhaps thinking about his hat-trick. He miscontrolled the ball on the halfway line, took a touch and it's straight out of play for a throw-in to Arsenal. So it looks as though instead it's going to be 4 wins out of 4 for Erik ten Hag's Manchester United. And Old Trafford and Manchester United suddenly look like a team transformed. I know that in football we can't jump to conclusions, but this is a heck of a lot better for Manchester United than it was just really a matter of days ago.
The signs are there, John. You can't, be reserved in what you see. And what I'm seeing here inside the stadium is a change in culture, a change in mindset across these players. And I'm actually looking at Ten Hag specifically, and he's actually giving some really precise instructions to Harry Maguire. I'm not sure who, I think, Casemiro, because the team's doing well right now. How good is that? Harry Maguire is going to be trusted and put on now, the captain of this club. He's lacking confidence. This is a bloke in
Cross-field ball for Arsenal, but huge cheers as Malacia clears it. And it's been kept in by Rashford. No, it hasn't. The assistant down here, Libet, flags, and it was out of play, and it's a throw-in to Arsenal. So Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. Certainly for Manchester United, Arsenal were asking serious questions of them in the second half, around about the time that Bukayo Saka made it 1-1. The 2 goals from Rashford, and Manchester United are on the way to victory, it would seem. Saka playing it forward aerially, Varane heads that one away. Jesus is on the race down the right-hand side. Jesus with the cross, and cleared away acrobatically by Martinez, who had Nketiah behind him, but sort of turned and hacked it away off the ground, out of play for a throw down the right. And he might have done himself an injury, They're suggesting that he's not going to be able to continue. Varane has signalled that it's Martinez who's going to need to leave the field when Harry Maguire makes his entrance.
Yeah, it could have been Harry Maguire for Martinez anyway. We don't know that, but he was so acrobatic in his clearance, wasn't he, Martinez? So I wonder whether it's cramp or... He cramped up in the previous game, didn't he? And he cramped up against Liverpool. Kind of the Premier League is played at a different tempo. He's getting a hug from his teammate Fred as he's going off. Because everybody's in appreciation for how good he's been today and in the last few games for United. But Harry Maguire comes on, and with all the criticism that he's got, this is good to see. Really good to see. It's not often you substitute a centre-back. For him to come on and get minutes, it'll give him a real boost on a personal level.
And also Casemiro is on. Maybe a hamstring issue for Rashford.
Yeah, he did look like, as he sprinted for that ball from Gabriel, chased it down, he was holding his hamstring straight afterwards, and he wasn't fiddling with his shorts or anything, he was actually holding his hamstring. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he's definitely put a shift in today as Marcus Rashford. His runs in behind have been so good, so intense.
Also Tomiyasu has come on for Ben White in the Arsenal right-back position. And there's Casemiro, the new Manchester United number 18, putting a challenge in on Tomiyasu. Smith Rowe for Arsenal. Martinelli now on the left-hand side. Martinelli trying to cross, but that's blocked away. And Manchester United will run it away towards the halfway line. Dallo still going. High cross-field ball from him. Looking for Eriksen, who peels away to the left. Eriksen just brings the ball down, and then Casemiro, the Real Madrid Champions League winner, but he's lost possession, and Jesus is past him, and then Maguire trips Jesus, and he's only been on the field for a matter of moments. Harry Maguire. Grip on Jesus.
Yeah, he kind of had to do something, Maguire, because Casemiro was really loose in possession. He lost it in a very key area, and he struggled to get back into Casemiro, struggling to get up to the pace of the game, it looks like, since coming on. And Harry Maguire, Jesus has done a classic. He's committed Harry Maguire and taken it past him. And Maguire's had to make some sort of challenge just to kind of prevent the Arsenal counter-attack. But Arsenal now got a free kick. A little bit too far out for a direct shot, would you say, John? I'm not sure, depending on the ability. Cristiano Ronaldo wouldn't say so, but...
Certainly wouldn't. So it's a free kick. Xhaka and Vieira are the two who are over this, but I think it's going to be Xhaka. So it is Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. If you just switched on to us, floodlights on now. All the sunshine has gone. Still quite humid though inside Old Trafford. For 5 Live listeners, the 606 phone in is on the way with Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton. 08 085 909 693 after 5 Live Premier League Sunday this afternoon. But it is a free kick for Arsenal. Less than 10 minutes to go, in fact 9 minutes. And Xhaka down, he's kneeling down. And McTominay, well played, well defended by him.
Yeah, I was just going to say the vision from Vieira then. Superb. Martinelli just inches away from tapping that home. Good tracking from McTominay, by the way.
Yeah, it was. 4 minutes of added time. We see there what Arsenal's new Vieira is all about. Here is the Arsenal corner, which is headed away for Manchester United. But Vieira's missed his kick, and Arsenal have to defend here. Manchester United on the counter-attack. Eriksen, for once, couldn't pick out the pass over the top for Fred. And that would have sent Fred running away one-on-one with the goalkeeper. As Jesus now up to the corner of the penalty area. In comes the challenge from Casemiro. And then it rolls out for a throw-in to Arsenal. Casemiro. I was reading in the programme today, it says Casemiro is the 9th Brazilian to play for Manchester United. So Anthony has become the 10th. And you can amuse yourselves on a long drive by working out who the other 8 are. If you get one of them, well done. I mean, there is one in particular. If you get them, then that will be a great piece of work. I'll tell you later. Here is Saliba, who plays it back to Ramsdale. But in added time now, it might even rain, you know. It's what a strange day weather-wise. Saka on the right-hand side now for Arsenal, but I think the game's gone for them. Saka playing it into the box. Oh, that's a dive by Vieira. That's an awful dive. He can keep that in Portugal. And Jesus. And now Smith Rowe with a chance in the D. Went for the dipping effort, but it dipped over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick, Manchester United.
Yeah, just watch Ronaldo, all eyes on him. Because there's Arsenal committing bodies forward. Manchester United, they can counter-attack every single time. They've just been a little bit loose on the passing, and Ronaldo was trying to shoulder that ball as it came to him into the path of the midfielder. I think it was Fred or McTominay. But I'm just thinking, why don't you just chest that down, hold the ball up and bring someone into play? But he's not executed the shoulder correctly, and set Arsenal back up with that effort on with Smith Rowe. But Manchester United need Ronaldo to use all of his experience, and I think he's just come on, and the way he's playing it, he just really, really wants and needs a goal.
Yeah, if he's prepared to play as the substitute, I mean, what a great card that is to have. And he's headed it on now. Ronaldo to Fred, left side of the area, pulls it right across goal. Bruno Fernandes is there. He controls it, but plays it into Gabriel and wins a corner.
You see him there, John, just kicking a bottle back into the Ronaldo. He's so frustrated. In a good way, may I add. In a good way. He wants to score so badly. That chance was inches away from being a tap-in for him, but United have got a corner off this.
They have. So a corner from the right. Erik ten Hag just leans over, but he knows he's got another win under his belt. And it's a corner that they're not going to rush to take. He's got a black suit on today. You can see that little flash of ankle again from the Manchester United.
United have got a corner off this. That chance was inches away from being a tap-in for him.
So corner from the right, Erik ten Hag just leans over. But he knows he's got another win. So corner from the right, Erik ten Hag just leans over. It's a corner. He knows he's got another win to rush to take. And he's got a black suit on today. You can see that bit of rush of ankle again from the Manchester United manager. He's got a black suit on today. Black trainers and the of ankle again from the Manchester United manager. Skinny, just black trousers. Here's the corner. Eriksen takes it here. Maguire's after this. Didn't get there. Ronaldo was actually after the corner. Eriksen takes it here. Maguire's after this. Didn't get there. Ronaldo was actually after it away. Long and forward, running forward for Nketiah, who's up against Malacia, and then Malacia recovers well against Nketiah, and then passes the ball away. And then Malacia, Manchester United full of confidence. Vieira passes the ball away, takes the ball on and shoots. And now Manchester United away from Casemiro, but shot straight at him. Who's able to gather the ball in his chest. After getting away from Casemiro, but shot straight at him.
Manchester United on the transition. Superb defending from Malacia, Manchester United managed to hold him right off. The ball was bouncing. Superb defending, body in the right position. Passed it back out to McTominay, who's trying to dribble out of the situation. Body in the right position.
And there it is. Manchester United win and Arsenal lose. Mikel Arteta and his team beaten for the first time this season. Their 100% winning record for the first goals here at Old Trafford. They had hopes early in the second half after Saka had made it 1-1. Following Anthony's opener in the first half, that was the story of the first 45 minutes. Anthony scoring on his debut. But crucially, they broke away, got a second goal through Rashford. Ericsson then set up Rashford for a second of the match. And once Izzy Christiansen, Manchester United got 3-1 ahead. That was it, really.
Yeah, they seemed very comfortable with the two-goal cushion in front of Arsenal and Manchester United. I think with the two-goal on the balance of the game created the better chances, especially in the second half. They had that final bit of quality that was required, and I think that man, Christian Eriksen, just the composure and the technical ability that he brings, and he has brought to this Manchester United midfield. It's really complement to Bruno Fernandes, and between the two of them, getting those 2 assists in midfield, Rashford's second and third goal has proved between the two of them, between these two teams. And I think that Ten Hag, the way he acted on the touchline, he was so calm, so composed, and Arteta was a little bit more animated. It just felt like Ten Hag was sort of piercing the balloon of Arsenal a little bit, just taking this thing out of them after that fantastic start that they've had to the season. But it's a real reality check for Arsenal, this. Not really big win for Manchester United, and another step in the right direction for them.
Yes, and another feather in the cap for Eric Ten Hag. Home wins now against Liverpool and Arsenal. That's not bad. And those early days, those early couple of matches were awful. The nightmares from that will be beginning to recede as he walks rather perkily now and wave. From that will be beginning to recede as he walks rather perkily now and waves right-handed to the Stretford end. And all of them there waving back, even the people with the glazer out sign halfway up the lower end of the Stretford end. Manchester United's day, very much. Final score here, Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1, and now there's only 3 points between them in the Premier League table.
The Premier League, live from Old Trafford on the BBC World Service.
We promised you a thrilling match at Old Trafford, and that is what we've got. An entertaining 90 minutes from start to finish. Manchester United beating Arsenal 3-1. Arsenal stay top, as we heard there from John Murray and Izzy Christiansen. Thanks to them for their great commentary. But Manchester United up to 5th now, 12 points.
Thanks for watching Manchester United versus Arsenal. Hope you enjoyed the match. Please like, comment and share the matches videos and support me, please. Thank you very much. It's very exciting game. I hope you enjoy the video.
Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz has unveiled a $65 billion package to counter the effects of soaring energy prices. Danny Eberhard reports.